Hello everyone, we're in Guatemala City and today we're going to talk about safety. I'm also going to give you my recommendation of areas to stay at if you're spending time here. Watch till the end because I'll share with you a short story of something a bit sketchy that happened to me while walking around a few days ago. Let's go. Hey, hello everyone. New week, new Airbnb. Put the prices below so you can take a look at how much we spent. Stove, microwave, dishwasher, and a tiny ecofiltro. Classic ecofiltros in every place in Guatemala. The main and only room. And here you have the living room with a couch that has seen better days. Big flat screen TV. And the balcony, which has a pretty good view of Guatemala City and what's it become. Basically just buildings, apartment buildings everywhere. This coffee shop turned out to be a little hidden gem, located in the first floor of the same apartment building where the Airbnb is. The building is located in an area of Zone 14 that I'm not really familiar with. It's called La Via. Since my spinal cord injury, I'm not really fast or strong, so I usually try to carry pepper spray with me when I go out for walks. The neighborhood seemed quiet. I noticed a lot of police presence and cameras on the street. However, I had this feeling that it wasn't all that safe. And I turned out to be right. There seemed to be a tienda on every street. Tiendas are small shops where you can buy snacks, drinks, and single-use items. They come in different sizes and presentations. I also found a couple small pharmacies that turned out to be convenient to buy cheap medicines. It's worth mentioning that in Guatemala, you don't need a prescription to buy what you need. It was time to change Airbnbs again, and I have to admit that I was happy to go back to a neighborhood that I am familiar with. You can see the airport on the upper left part of the map. Just below is the area of Zone 13 and 14 that I recommend you stay at while spending time in Guatemala City. Below, it's also for Zone 14. However, it's the area of La Via that I would recommend to avoid. Hello. Hey. New apartment, still in Zone 14, but the nice area of Zone 14, and the apartment's way nicer. We got the full kitchen with the classic ecofiltro. Around here is laundry area, laundry room, and dining table, little working desk, nice living room with a green balcony. And then we come here to the main bedroom, which is pretty big and bright, like with the TV, classic TV. There's me in the mirror. We got the bathroom here, the main bathroom. A little walk-in closet. Secondary bathroom. And secondary room with 2 beds. Such an upgrade. So, last Monday, 9 a.m., I go for a short walk to buy some groceries before I move apartments. I start taking some of the footage that you saw earlier in this video. I had the feeling that some of the locals might have an issue with me taking pictures. And I was right. As soon as I walked into the shop, a man walks behind me and starts demanding explanations of why I was taking pictures, demanding that I delete the footage that I took. I immediately tell him I understand. I start deleting the pictures and apologizing. However, he kept confronting me to the point that the owner of the shop walked over and started telling him that I was his client, that he knew me, and he needed to leave. Eventually, the man realizes I mean no harm and calms down. I start doing my shopping, and a few seconds later, he walks over to me to apologize before leaving the shop. Once I'm paying, I thank the owner of the shop for having my back. He explains that just a few nights ago, there was a shooting just across the street, and that's why the neighbors might be on edge. So, is Guatemala City safe? My personal opinion as a local is yes. You will be safe if you're visiting or spending time in Guatemala City. However, like any other big city, we do have crime, but that's usually in areas and neighborhoods where you won't find yourself at. My recommendation is that you practice usual precautions, like being aware of your surroundings and not being out late at night. That's going to be all for this video. If you found it helpful, give it a thumbs up. If you want to support me, subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.